everyone, and welcome back to Future Serve Overseas Education Services. My name is Varda Mazhar.
And my name is Arbab. Thank you so much for joining us again in the IELTS live session.
Yes. So guys, before starting our session, let me share a little bit about Future Serve. So Future Serve is basically an education advisory, and we are offering you three kinds of services. That is the career counseling, that is the international exposure, and the skills development. Under the umbrella of career counseling, there are very talented career counselors for you people who are going to guide you through your disciplines in which you would love to pursue your higher education from abroad. And when it comes to abroad, that could be United Kingdoms, that could be United States of America, Germany, and much more. So guys, our career counselors are also going to teach you, guide you through the universities in which you'll pursue your higher education. They'll also give you the insights of the university, that can be the fee structure, the eligibility criteria, and which English language proficiency test is the best fit for you. They are also going to guide you through your application processes, through your visa procedures, and other relevant processes. In the under the umbrella of international exposure, we are going to guide you through your post and pre-departure. We are also going to give you the lifestyle and the living standard tips of the people you're going to spend much of your time in the future, inshallah. And we are also going to tell you that what kind of environment, what kind of traditional and cultural things are you going to face there. In this skills development, the most important, definitely when you're traveling abroad, you'd love to experience the job market of that place. So we are going to give you the tips of the professions which will be helpful for you there in the future, inshallah. So guys, this is it, a little bit about Future Serve. So today again, we are back with IELTS session. And I believe that we have talked much about the 4 modules of IELTS, that is the listening, the speaking, the reading, and the writing. So today we are going to get some more information about IELTS from Mr. Arbab, who is the IELTS instructor for us. So sir, my question from you is about the validity of the test.
Fine. In the name of Almighty Allah, who is the most merciful and beneficent. Well, as IELTS, we've been doing the live sessions regarding IELTS, and I've been teaching the students, I've been telling the students about the rules, about the eligibility criteria, about the preparation, about the materials which are used. So basically the IELTS has the duration of 2 years. Like if today you receive your results, so it will be valid until the upcoming 2 years.
2 years.
And you will be free to apply for the immigration or study or anything.
Okay, so this is all about the validity.
Yes, it's all about the 2 years.
Okay, what else we can do with the IELTS if not applying?
Like if you have IELTS, so it is a general code that if you have experience of something, so you can easily explain it in front of the people. So experience does matter. Like if you apply, if you have already completed your IELTS examination, so you get the experience that how are the things done and how are the tests conducted and how are what sort of topics are given in the examination hall. So if you have the experience, you can easily tell to your friends, like other test takers who really want to get the IELTS examination. You can help them in securing good bands. Even you by yourself will have been through that situation. So well, I think that with the level of that degree which you have, the certificate which you have, you can apply for the government posts as well. You can give it to the government organizations or authorities that this is your English proficiency certificate in simple ways, right? Just to show it as an English proficiency certificate. You can show it into the offices as well. If you're given an interview somewhere, if you want to apply for a job, so you can give that certificate to the employer that yes, I've completed my IELTS, and you can show your bands to him as well, which really shows that it is the English proficiency certificate which is for you.
Exactly.
So IELTS certificate is not an easy thing. Like it is very important for you because you are going to explain what you are in your English communication. You're easily going to speak with the people. Like you will have students in front of you. You can easily tell them that this is my certificate and I've got 8 bands in my examinations, and that is a plus point. I really want to give it to you. That you can also take the IELTS grades in examinations.
Exactly.
So like the only thing which depends on the particular cases is that students can apply for the higher education even in Pakistan with the help of that IELTS examination, IELTS certificate. Rather that if you have that IELTS certificate, so you'll be given with the certificates, you'll be given with the scholarships in the countries abroad, because IELTS is a certificate which shows that yes, you can negotiate and you can easily speak in the language of the foreigners or the country you're trying to take the admission in. So I think that is the plus point of the IELTS certificate. You can easily go outside, you can easily appear, you can easily do the things out of it. But I think that the duration of 2 years is not a big deal. You can easily do it again. You can give the test again. But the point is, you
Exactly.
bring that consistency and you just make yourself confirm over your English communication. You can talk with the people. You can sit with the people. You can explain that words in a peculiar way, and you can say that, okay, if I've got this certificate, it means that I've completed my IELTS examination and I've got good command over English communication and listening, reading, and speaking and writing. So
Okay.
I think this is the thing which I want to share that the students can do with their IELTS certificate.
Okay. If, for example, a student is not at all satisfied with the band they have scored, so what?
That is the case.
Yeah.
Practice makes a man perfect. Like
Yeah.
if I look at myself, right? So I've got 8 bands in IELTS examination. So
Mashallah.
I would say, okay, if I can take 8 bands, I mean, why should I go for higher?
Yeah.
Because it is the only thing, it can do my jobs. It can easily give me the things if I
Yes,
perform the duties all the
exactly.
way in my own self. So
Exactly.
I'm sitting in my class, I can easily tell the students that you will be appearing in the examinations on such particular ways so that you can take the 8 bands out of it. So if
True that.
the questions you ask about unsatisfactory task, right? So I would say that all the way, when you start driving, so in the start you feel hesitation, you do not put the gear, you do not speed up the car, means you get frustration, you get hesitated that you will crush the car with something. But as soon as you get experience in it, then you drive it on 160 kilometers per hour. It means that it's all about the practice what a person brings in his life.
Yeah.
So if a student does not take the results or the appropriate results what he wants in his IELTS certificate, so he has to struggle and work hard and he has to gain the experience, and based on the experiences what he has taken in the examination hall, he has to improve his English communication and all the criteria.
Exactly.
And then he has to focus on that particular topic, that what was the loophole and where was the weakness that he took the low grades in.
Yeah.
So like suppose if he took 7 bands in his speaking, but when it comes to reading he took only 3 bands. So it's all about the bands that the car's engine is completely good,
Yeah.
but the tires are disbalanced.
Exactly.
That is a fine. If your reading is also good and if you have problems in your listening, it means that the first segment of the IELTS examination, you're having the problem in that particular stuff.
Yeah,
So you
true
would
that.
directly count that stuff with that thing, that you will have 4 degrees in it, and you have to work on the 4 degrees particularly and individually and gradually, slowly,
Yeah.
gradually, slowly, gradually, you will improve with that particular
Yes,
stuff.
exactly.
So I say that if you look at me and if you say that, okay, if a student is sitting in front of me and if a teacher is teaching them, if a student does not get the good grade, so the student becomes disheartened and he says that I did not do this and I did not do that. So yes, I believe that your time and money will be wasted, but that is something that the money and time will eventually get you with that experience what a person is struggling for. So
Exactly.
if you're getting for the experience out of it, you just go in there, you just check yourself, you utilize yourself, you examine yourself, you evaluate yourself, you do the assessment of your own body, that what are the problems that I'm literally facing from, and then you go slowly and gradually, and then you perform the duties accordingly. So
Exactly.
what I really want to say is that if a student does not take the bands what he's trying to take, what he's yearning to take, for example, if he wants to take 6.5 bands or something,
Yeah.
if he's not given with the 6.5 bands, it means that he has some problems in his structures.
Yep.
So as soon as he receives his results, he just checks it out in the certificate, he just checks it out that what is the problem that he took he has taken the lower grades in.
Okay.
So after taking the lower grades in the particular stuff or segment, the student has to work on that specific segment, that how will he improve his criteria, how will he improve that particular segment that he took lower grades in.
Even if
So a couple of days back, one of my students has got a result and his reading was having a problem. I do not know what was wrong with him. I told him about all the rules and regulations in the class, but when he appeared in the examination, when he sat in the examination, I do not know what was wrong with him. He was nervous, he was bewildered. I do not know what was wrong with him.
Yeah.
But he took 5 bands in his reading, and as soon as I received that result, I got a bit nervous, and I said, what is the wrong, what was the problem with him? So he said that he made certain mistakes in the IELTS examination because of having headache, and he was feeling headache and this and that and all. So I said, no worries at all. Later on, I just told him that you are supposed to take the IELTS examination again, and you should consider this examination as your experience, because that is experience which has already taught you. Does not mean that you've given 41,000 rupees for the examinations and you've spent around 5,000 rupees on your fares.
Yeah.
No, it does not mean that you are doing that stuff. If you've spent 46,000 rupees, it means that you've earned something, and that is the experience that I'm literally talking about. So you have received that experience. You can again apply for the IELTS examination, and that is the thing I'm going to apply for him after the Eid, inshallah. And inshallah, I will be telling you the scores what he will get, because it's all about the ups and downs. Like it does not mean that you will get the perfect bands all the way what you demand. if you demand 7 bands, so no worries at all, you can take 6.5 bands and you can easily apply for the study and for the immigration purposes, right?
Yeah, true
But it
that.
does not mean that you really want to do that and I really want to take 9 bands in my IELTS examination. I think that is a very difficult and tough task. You can take it, it's not a difficult and impossible thing. You can take the 9 bands. But when it comes to sit in the class and perform the duties all the way in the examination, all like bowing your head and giving the answers of the 40 questions in 1 hour and listening to the sentences constantly, which will not be repeated again. So I think that really puts a very negative effect, psychological effect on the human body. So I think that a person really has to stay consistent, stay sharp, and then move towards the reading stuff and that criteria that a person is literally facing problems in. So he has to go in, he has to go deep in there, evaluate, just try to make your own selves examine that what was the problem that you committed last time and what are the problems which should not be committed in the upcoming IELTS examination.
Exactly.
So that is the case that I talk about the IELTS criteria and the rules and regulations, and specifically for the students who have taken lower grades. So you can better help them and they can easily get the IELTS examinations, and I believe that they would definitely get a good band. Depends on their own experiences and bands and the criteria, or the initial stages or the steps they take.
Okay, one another question. You have taken your certificate. The validity is for 2 years. Still, you are not satisfied. Are you eligible still to apply
Yes.
in this time duration?
Yes. You can apply anytime.
Okay.
Like even if today you receive a result, you did not get good bands, you can apply for this again.
Okay.
And you can do it. Yeah, there is no restrictions out of it.
Okay. I have heard कि ये वाला test ban भी हो जाता है most of the time. What are the reasons?
जो आईडी का मसला बन जाता है.
कैसे मसला बन जाता है मतलब?
कहना तो मुनासिब नहीं है शायद. आई थिंक इस क्वेश्चन को स्किप करते हैं, लेकिन सिर्फ इशारा आपको दे देता हूँ कि अपनी जगह पे किसी और को बिठा देना, नकल करवा देना किसी तरह. हाँ, तो वो नहीं होना चाहिए. नेगेटिव टर्मिनोलॉजी नहीं होना चाहिए. जी, तो इसको सच टाइम पर बैन कर देते हैं इसको.
मतलब ये आई रियली डोंट वांट टू डिग इनटू इट, बट स्टिल देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन से ही क्वेश्चन निकलता है. लेकिन ये कैसे हो सकता है? मतलब वो तो आप फिजिकली अपेयर हो रहे हैं ना.
हम शक्ल को बिठा देते हैं ना.
ये कैसे होता है?
काफ़ी बार ऐसे सुना मैंने.
सीरियसली?
हाँ, काफ़ी बार है. लोग समझते हैं कि इट्स अ पीस ऑफ केक. इट्स नॉट अ पीस ऑफ केक. इट इज़ अ वेरी बिग फुल फ्लैज्ड ब्रिटिश काउंसिल सिस्टम. तो यू कैन नॉट प्ले विद इट. यू कैन नॉट प्ले विद इट. यू शुड नॉट. यू शुड नॉट.
यस, डेफिनेटली एक चीज़ है जो कि इस्लामिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी देखे तो हराम है. आपको चीटिंग नहीं करनी है. चीटिंग करने का कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है आपको, तो फिर ऐसा काम ही क्यों करना है? ठीक बात है. अच्छा जी,
बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है. बिल्कुल कम्प्लीटली इसके इस तरह के जो अनासर हैं उनको जल्दी से जल्दी जो है ख़त्म करने में जो है ना लॉ इन्फोर्समेंट एजेंसीज का बहुत अहम किरदार है, और इस चीज़ को ख़त्म किया जाए तो ज़्यादा बेहतर है.
अल्लाह करे इंशाल्लाह. अच्छा, तो एक और बात, मतलब आप आइल्स के लिए अप्लाई कैसे करते हो? व्हाट इज़ द प्रोसीजर?
आप ऑनलाइन, आपका पोर्टल है, आप अपने पोर्टल पर जाते हो, वहाँ पर
डू
जाकर
दे हैव एनी स्पेसिफिक?
यस, ब्रिटिश काउंसिल की तरफ से आइल्स की रजिस्ट्रेशन है. आप उस वेबसाइट पर जाते हो, आप वहाँ पर जाकर अपना पासपोर्ट नंबर देते हो. पासपोर्ट नंबर के बाद आप अपनी लिसनिंग, रीडिंग, स्पीकिंग, राइटिंग के मॉड्यूल्स देखते हो. अपना कंट्री का नाम देते हो. कंट्री के बाद अपने प्रोविंस का नाम देते हो. फिर उसके बाद आप अपना डेट एंड टाइम सेट करते हो. फिर उसके बाद जो है आप अपने क्रेडिट कार्ड के थ्रू पेमेंट करते हो, जिसकी वजह से आपको आप अपनी जगह चूज़ करते हो. पेशावर में देना है, इस्लामाबाद में देना है, मीरपुर में देना है, सिंध में देना है, क्वार्ट में देना है, जिधर भी देना है. आपने वो जगह चूज़ करनी है. चूज़ करने के बाद आपने डेट एंड टाइम चूज़ करना है. जी.
व्हिच सेंटर इज द बेस्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
एंटायर पाकिस्तान इज बेस्ट यार. सारे अच्छे हैं.
आपने
नेगेटिव
खुद
मैं
कहाँ
किसी को
दिया
नहीं
था?
कहूँगा. मैंने तो इस्लामाबाद में दिया था.
सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
उस टाइम पर मैं इस्लामाबाद में होता था.
अच्छा.
हाँ, मैं इस्लामाबाद में होता था. तकरीबन 4 साल पहले की बात है.
But as per your experience, like it's been mashallah 9 to 10 years now, you're an IELTS instructor.
जी.
So definitely students आपके पास आते हैं, वो अपने experiences share करते हैं. So have you felt like any kind of difference? Islamabad, Peshawar के center?
नहीं. I have not felt or I have not faced any sort of differentiation.
अच्छा.
सेम है. सेम एक ही कंपनी है. कंपनी के ब्रांचेस हर जगह पर ओपन है. तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि इसमें कोई अप्स एंड डाउन से कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन का कोई अंसर आ सकता है.
अच्छा, तो ये जो लिसनिंग नहीं, सॉरी, स्पीकिंग वाला जो मॉड्यूल होता है, तो इसके लिए क्या उन्होंने कोई ब्रिटिश काउंसिल ने अपने इंस्ट्रक्टर्स?
नहीं, ये ब्रिटिश काउंसिल के जो है वहाँ पर बैठे होते हैं ब्रिटन या अमेरिकन.
अच्छा, यही दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड
नॉट
टू आस्क.
पाकिस्तानीज. हाँ, वो बैठे होते हैं. लाइक जो मेरे पास थी वो एक फीमेल थी. और आई थिंक शी वाज अमेरिकन. हाँ, या ब्रिटन होगी.
So अब क्या होता है? आप यू वॉक इन into
walk
their
in,
office or what?
yes, yes, उनका berth होते हैं उनके,
अच्छा berth बने
हाँ,
होते हैं, right.
तो कैबिन सॉर्ट ऑफ होते हैं, तो आप अंदर जाते हैं, जाकर बैठ जाते हैं, वो फिर आपसे पहले हाय हेलो हाउ आर यू, यू कैन ड्रिंक वाटर एज वेल, और बहुत ही फुल फ्लेज उनका सिस्टम है, सोफ़ा नरम सोफ़ा होता है, लाइक आप रिलैक्स बैठ सकते हैं, सर्दी में आपके लिए हीटर लगाते हैं, गर्मी में
Wow.
आपके लिए एसी लगाते हैं, आपको वो
जबरदस्त.
फुल फैसिलिटीज़ वो आपको प्रोवाइड करते हैं, जो आपका टेस्ट टेकर होता है वो आपसे बड़े इखलाक से, बड़े तरीके से आपसे ग्रीटिंग करता है, और फिर जो है इजीली आप विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम आप गपशप लगाते हैं, तो स्टार्ट में आपसे जनरल इंट्रोडक्शन करते हैं, इंट्रोडक्शन करने के बाद फिर आपको जो है पाई चार्ट देते हैं, या आपको एक पिक्चर दे देते हैं, उसको आपने देखना होता है 1 मिनट तक, 1 मिनट देखने के बाद जो है फिर आपने क्या करना होता है, उसको फिर आप बयान करते हो, जब आप उसको बयान करते हो 5 मिनट तक, तो फिर जो एग्जामिनर है वो आपसे उसी टॉपिक के हवाले से क्वेश्चन आंसर्स पूछता है, तो इट इज़ ऑल अराउंड 15 to 20 मिनट्स,
अच्छा.
तो 15 से 20 मिनट की आपकी स्पीकिंग होती है, और उसमें आपको जज कर दिया जाता है.
सही हो गया. सो इफ अ पर्सन लाइक मी या विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड, तो मुझे तो पाई चार्ट वो नहीं दे सकते, तो ऑब्वियसली वो वर्बली कम्युनिकेट
जी
कर
जी, वो
सकते हैं,
वर्बली
है ना.
आपके साथ, जी 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 बिल्कुल.
अच्छा, तो ये भी होता है ना ऑनलाइन आइल्स हो सकता है?
जी, ऑनलाइन आइल्स जो है वो फैसिलिटी हमारे पास है, लेकिन आइल्स ऑनलाइन के बजाय मैं ज़्यादातर फ़िज़िकल को प्रेफर करूँगा, क्योंकि
अच्छा.
ऑनलाइन के लिए जो है कभी कभी मसले मसाइल आ जाते हैं,
सच एज.
वीक इंटरनेट हो जाता है, स्टूडेंट्स जो है वो टाइम पर नहीं पहुंच सकते, कमरा जो है वो वेल साइलेंट नहीं होता, ठीक है, कभी कभी लाइट भी चली जाती है, माशाल्लाह एक तो हमारे पाकिस्तान में इतनी ज़्यादा बिजली है, तो लाइट
जी.
चली जाती है, ठीक है, ये मसला है, तो कभी कभी ऐसे हो जाता है कि आपको क्वेश्चन की समझ नहीं आती, आपकी आंखों में दर्द शुरू हो जाता है, आप अनकंफर्टेबल फील करते हो, आप कहते हो यार ये कैसा आइल्स है कि मैं कंप्यूटर पर बैठ कर दे रहा हूँ, नहीं अच्छा नहीं लगता, तो ये सिर्फ कोविड-19 में इन्होंने आइल्स को इस तरह सब्स्टिट्यूट उसका दिया था.
अच्छा अच्छा.
और अब जो है जनाब फिज़िकल आप जाएं,
अच्छा.
और बिल्कुल आप आइल्स एग्जामिनेशन जाएं, आप सेंटर जाएं, वहाँ पर आप बैठें और डू इट.
Yeah, that's really
जी
great. We have learned a lot. So, guys, this is it. We have shared enough about IELTS with you people today. Again, we'll be back with another interesting IELTS session, inshallah, next week. Inshallah, zindagi rahi to. If you have any questions, if you have any queries, if you're stuck going abroad, you can always and always visit FutureServe Overseas Education Services. We are available for you people from Monday to Saturday from 10 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. Plus, our address is really very simple. It is reachable. That is Sheikh Yaseen Trade Center, 3rd floor, main Arbab Road stop. You can also visit our website, that is www.fsoes.com. I will recommend you to visit our Facebook page on regular basis, so that you will never miss the chance to attend our live sessions, and we definitely will going to respond to your feedback, your suggestions, your comments, your feedback. Your appreciation means a lot to us. So thank you very much for giving us your time, for joining us today. Once again, be yourself, be safe, remember us in your prayers, and always remember FutureServe is always here to help you. Thank you so much.